Welcome back to another Hip Hop Bebop unboxing video. Just about to start on the peas now. There's a few of them, but I think I'll do the Q's as well because there's not many of them before we get onto the longer letters, especially the S's. So yeah, if you can like, comment, subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. I'm working on some different videos as well to do with label variations and stuff, so this isn't the normal. Once these are in the racks, it's going to be the last of the unboxing videos. So yeah, that's it. So no further ado, into the peas. I don't know if you know that one, P19 with Jerry Flynn, Mass Confusion. That's a nice, that's what, 91. It's probably a bit new for me. So at some point that might go, because obviously, as I've said before, mainly focuses on 80s releases, with a few exceptions. But that might go at some point. My Discogs. PDF Crew, Do It on West Coast. Pacific Side Rappers, OG Move. This was a nice tune. I don't remember when I got this now. But yeah, I've been after that for a while. It doesn't turn up that often. So if you know that, the date was it 84? There you go. On Rap Session. Definitely one worth seeking out. Pac-Man, I'm the Pac-Man. Classic Electro, I think, from Electro 1. Pac-Man again, I think that's a label variation as well. Yeah, so just a bit geeky, but it's the there's a few different things on the size of the print. The word enjoy is more spread about, so yeah, more nerdery, but you know, it's interesting. Palmer Force 2, Street Wars. Papa Austin and the Great Peso, Wrong Girls to Play With. Classic Paris, Hate Made. Love that first album. I think I've got some more of his stuff, but it's the only 12 I've got in there at the moment. Park Avenue, Tear Down the Rock House. Can't even remember that. No clue. Produced by Jimmy Lewis. I'll have to play that, see what that's all about. Parlay, Make It Shake. That's quite nice. Partners in Crime, who was yeah, it's a bit nerdy, hefty. This wasn't too bad, but obviously this group went on to be Partners in Crime, who done Turtle Power. So yeah, a bit of a commercial sort of sounding track, but that one's a bit different. Party Rock Crew, and that is Which School. Sorry if I come off camera there. Loads of Paul Hardcastle here. Turn around and sit down, but this one I think. Alright, maybe get a better angle. Let's have a look, see if we get a better angle of the sleeves. There we go. So, Paul Hardcastle Rainforest, that's UK pressing on Bluebird. I'll try and zoom out a little bit. Not in, out. There we go. Is that better? Right, Paul Hardcastle. There you go. Rainforest on Bluebird. Forest Fire AM on Profile US. Rainforest. That's the promo only UK remix. King Tut on Profile. Rainforest again, that's the Profile version, and there's a label variation of that, which is it's got a different label address on the bottom. Paul Hardcastle Rainforest UK, it's one of the UK versions in the picture sleeve. There's another Rainforest UK, which is a different picture sleeve re-release, and there's Rainforest again, which was the standard generic sleeve. Forest Fire UK, Eat Your Heart Out, which includes new recut version of Rainforest. As you can tell, Rainforest is a good tune. Japanese version of Poor Hardcastle 19, the final story. Japanese version of just the normal extended version. Then you have the Record Store Day reissue with all the mixes, 35th anniversary edition. Quite a few mixes on there to check out. 12-inch mix, Destruction mix, final story, instrumental mix, and original demo. See, I think it's the only other place to get the instrumental. I've got the instrumental in here somewhere. Hardcastle 19, the mixes, that was the older version. 19, that's the American version. Different sleeve. 19 again, extended version, that was just with the hype sticker, no picture sleeve. And 19 instrumental, that was promo only, it never came out. 2 instrumentals on there, 333 and 433. They're both on the Record Store Day reissue, but if you want the 12-inch, then you have to hunt for one of them. They're not easy to come by. 19, these are UK. 19 Destruction mix, 19 extended. That's the label variation. I think there was like an inkjet or whatever they called it label. 19 the final story. What was a few of them. So I'm guessing label variations, which I'll have to do at some point. Tanya Winley, Paulette and Tanya Winley, rhyming and rapping. I think there's 2 versions of this. I think there's another one I've got to get, which is, I've got one there, but this sleeve, as you see, they spelled Tanya wrong, Taya Winley. There is a one that says Tanya Winley as well. And that's just the generic sleeve. That'd be a label variation. Pizzazz Hold It on Axin. The P Brothers Disco, We're in the Money on World to World. Pee Wee Mel and Barry B, Life on the Planet Earth. Uses Tanya Gardner's Heartbeat. But as you can see, as with a few of my releases, there's a nice custom sleeve by Rockin' Roger. Wicked sleeve. Pee Wee Mel, Bad, You Got It. Percy P and E Kim, Now They Want to See Me. Perfect Timing, Chase the Rock. Oh, and yeah, what collection would be without Pete Rock? These are one of the ones that I can't get rid of. The 90s stuff I can't sell because I love their stuff so much. So, all sold out EP. One of the later tracks take you there. Shine on Me. The Basement Demos on One Leg Up. Unreleased Joints, which I think that was Japan, I think. The Creator, that's the surfboard mix of the Creator, which never came out. You can see the hype sticker there. I actually found this in the local record shop to me down the road, and he told me some new stuff that come in, and he charged me a £5, so I was more than happy with that. Well, back in the day when we was at Wax City, I used to deal with this guy at Warner Brothers, Fred Dove at Warner Brothers. And I rang him up, I'd heard about this surfboard mix, and I rang him up just to ask him about it, and he said he had copies there, he was just going to throw them out because he sent them out to all the DJs. So I asked him for a couple, which he agreed to, and then 2 days later, a box of 25 copies arrived, but it wasn't that one, it was the harder to get one with the Mecca and the Soul Brother on the other side. And obviously at the time, we didn't know about all this unreleased promo stuff then. So, yeah, we just sold them. Just got good money for them at the time, but obviously I wish I'd have held on to them. Right, Lots of Loving, if it's not a game on the other side. Straighten It Out. Straighten It Out promo. I think there's an unreleased track on there. Good Life, that never come out as a single on its own, so that's promo only 12. I Got a Love promo. Never Coming Out EP on Elektra. That's actually, I can't remember the guy's name, but I knew the guy that done this, and he put together all these tracks as a bootleg, wanted to make it look original. So he'd done it on Electra, and he got it pressed through a contact that I used to know, and in America, because he wanted it to be all official. And that contact went and pressed up his own copies before they actually done copies for him. So it was actually out on sale before he even got his own copies. But yeah, so that's totally unofficial. Wish I knew his name. I can't remember what his name is now. It's been a long time. That's one rhyming with the. There's Pete Rock and CL Smith back on the block. Los Angeles Get Down mix. And then the classic, always classic. They Reminisce Over You. Have to have that. Phantom Rock and MC Bebop, the story of MC Bebop. Phase and Rhythm, the Force of the Matrix EP. It's the colour vinyl. Phase and Rhythm, Swollen Pockets. And Tommy Boy, 2 classic tracks. I haven't got their other one, the independent one. Still on the lookout for that. The Legend, that is Filmos Chill. That's on Tempo Jack. That's the reissue. It's not the original. But I'll find one. Filmos Chill, Mr. Fantastic. Super Funk Inc. That was the 12-inch. Excellent stuff. Artwork by Filmos Chill. And there's the test pressing for it as well, signed by Filmos Chill and Mr. Fantastic. Mount Airy Groove, Pieces of a Dream. Bit of jazz turned into hip-hop. I've got another couple of these. There's label variations for that, which I'll actually do a thing about, but it's not often you see the hype sticker. There's Pimp Pretty and Royal Ron, Rock the B-Boy Stance on Schoolie D Records. Planet Detroit, Invasion from the Planet Detroit. Another electro classic from '84. And then we get into Planet Patrol. Play at your own risk. There's going to be label variations of this. Some have got a W there, some haven't. Loads of different tones of colour just because of repressing. Cheap Thrills, that's the promo. I've got other stuff of theirs, just not in the, maybe not in the box here. Point Blank MCs, What the Party Needs on Beauty and the Beat. It's another place I visited in the States when I went there in the late 80s. And I went to a record shop selling Beauty and the Beat records for like 50 cents each. And when I was talking to the guy, it turns out that used to be the home of Beauty and the Beat records. So, way before the internet days. So as you imagine, I bought like loads of stuff then. Point Blank MCs again. Hard to the Body. Positive K, good combination. Positive K, Quarter Gram Pam. Positive False, Headhunter. Positively Black, Think Like Your Enemy. Power of Two and the No Joke Crew. Who's it? The Power Lords, UK. British Mic Control. The Posse's Ready. Praxis, that's Celluloid, I think. Yep, Celluloid, 1984. Pre-Suite, In Effect. Pressure Drop, Rock the House. I think that's Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky and Booski, Dreams, with answer version to It's Yours, called It's Mine. And now Pretty Tony, Computer Language. Jam the Box. Will We Ever Learn? Fix It in the Mix. It's the original blue label in the company sleeve. Fix It in the Mix. Fix It in the Mix. As you can see, variations there. Get Some. Get Some. Prime Time. He's Deaf. Prime Choice. This Beat is Fresh. Prince Charles Crew. Don't even recall that one. It's going to be fun going back through all this lot when I finally get everything running again. Prince Easy. Bad Breath. Prince Vince and the Hip Hop Force. May the Force be with you. Gangster Funk. Prince Whipper Whip. Hypnotizing. Princess Ivory. Crack Pipe. That's what's the other side of that? QIE. Get down. Priority 1. That's a bit of a strange one. It must be on the side there. Yeah, that's a strange one because the there's no colour on the Tough City logo. There's no. It's just white. As far as I know, I think the other side's got colour, but this one, that side didn't have. Let's have a look. It might be the same. Yeah, see that side has colour, but that side, for some reason, so no colour on it. So that's definitely a label variation. Don't even think that's listed on cogs like that yet. Might have to put it on there myself, but don't want to hand all the information over to them all the time. And private party, UK. Tenants. Right, that's that box, and then over to this box to finish off. So you have Pumpkin, King of the Beat, Profile, Pumpkin and the Profile All Stars. Here comes that beat. And then we get into the Public Enemy, Black Steel and the Hour of Chaos with B-side wins again. Bring the Noise, Bring the Noise, and Bring the Noise. The no noise versions only on the UK. And this one is Don't Believe the Hype. There's no hype sticker on it. Another thing I've got to try and get a copy of. There's one with a hype sticker. You're going to get yours. It's got the classic scratch mix on the other Terminator edge to the Edge of Panic, which I think was DJ Lord. A newer one by them. Do You Want to Go Our Way? Welcome to the Terror Dome. Fight the Power with the Power Sax mix. Give It Up. Louder Than a Bomb. That was promo only. I think that's a Mr. Crumb sticker again. Fight the Power, the hype sticker again. Can't Trust It. Another classic. When remixes used to be remixes. Shut them down with the Pete Rock remix on. Something totally different to the original. Get Off My Back. Night Train. Again, another Pete Rock remix on that. Promo only there. Public Enemy, Living in a Zoo from the CB4 soundtrack. Night of the Living Bassheads. Can't Do Nothing For You Man, which was basically just Flavor Flav. Hazy Shade of Criminal. What's this one? Oh, this is a private party one again. Don't disturb this distress this groove. That's my other box. Professor Griff, Rap Terrorist, UK only, and Pawns in the Game. And Luke Skywalker. Progression, Tom Tom. Project One. Project Demolition, Kick It to the Crib. Project Future, Reaganomics. Classic track. Profit LC. Public Enemy again, they're a bit out of order these, I'll have to sort them out. 911 is a Joke. Need to get a decent copy of that. Got a hole punch there and no shrink wrap, so we'll get a shrink wrap. Brother's going to Work It Out. Public Enemy number 1. I think that might be still sealed. I think that is still sealed. What Kind of Power we got. And then QBC, which was Bryce from Mantronics. Bryce Love, or whatever his name was. Produced by Mantronic. But yeah, that was QBC. Body Mechanic remix on Rated X. Queen Latifah, Ladies First with Moni Love. Queen Latifah again. What's this? Ladies First UK. Different mixes. Dance For Me, Inside Out. Mama Gave Birth to the Soul Children. Della Soul. UK copy. Different mixes. And finally, Wrath of My Madness. Princess of the Posse. And that's it for the P's and Q's. Next video onto the R's, and almost finished. So thanks for watching. If you could like, comment, subscribe, it'd greatly appreciated. And I'll be working on the next video. Alright, thanks for watching.